Hey, my lovely. So, welcome to your monthly reading. So, for the month of May, I'm going to do elements. The vibe that I got is that I'm going to do the earth element first. So, that is our Taurus, our Virgos, and our Capricorns. Okay. So, earth element. I'm going to pick up some oracle first, get an energy. Okay. So we've got standstill here. Okay. Standstill. All right. And I love this energy because what it is that you are in a space of contemplation. You are taking a pause for reflection, taking a pause for introspection, just having a bit of a rest. Maybe your mind has been racing a lot and there's been a lot that has been on your mind, and now you just need to try and quiet things down a little bit, decide what really is necessary, what is making sense, what do you need to still make sense of. And standstill doesn't mean total inaction. It just means pause for reflection, pause before making the next decision. It's sort of like hermit mode, where it's not that you're not doing anything at all. It's just that you are quiet in your mind and you're allowing your mind to do what it needs to do to clear, to find some clarification, and just to quieten down. So I love that energy there. What else do we have here? We have a voyage. Okay. So what's really nice about that is that I feel as though some of you have taken this standstill, this time for pause, and gone on a voyage, gone on a trip, gone on a vacation, you know, a spiritual retreat, a personal retreat, something that is necessary for you to just decompress, relax yourself, allow your mind to just flow. And sometimes this voyage can just be internal. It could just be that you're going into something that you enjoy. For some, it may be baking, listening to music, dancing, expressing yourself in some way. So this voyage is almost like an in-depth energy release, emotional release, a spiritual tapping in, a spiritual release, and a pause just for allowing yourself to recharge. And we've also now here got power. Okay. So with power here, it's definitely one of those elements that it feels like I need time to stand still. I need time to recharge. I need time to decide what it is that I'm going to do before I take any huge action on this next chapter. Maybe this might be in a way of a holiday, like I said, or a voyage within, deep diving into your emotions, into releasing some of your more deep-seated issues or challenges, and then utilizing your power. So there's power in your words, there's power in silence, there's power in rest, and there's power in your actions. So what's really lovely about this energy is that it's just allowing you to have some time to process, to decide how you are going to wield this power that you have. You know that you have the power to change the trajectory of your relationships. You have the power to change the trajectory of your careers and your businesses. It just all depends on what the focus is, what it is that is needed at this particular time. So I really love that energy. I'm going to pop these ones up here. Got a little bit of limited space at the moment. Okay. So I like that. So what I want to also do is go into the tarot and just have another look at what else is going on for the earth signs. What is going on for the earth signs? What messages do you have for the earth signs, and what do they need to know? They need to know, they need to focus on. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords. Lovely, 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 lovely Ace of Swords energy here. And I feel as though with this Ace of Swords energy, it's very much like, how can I describe it? Almost, it's like clarity of mind, truth coming in, being very authentic with yourself right now, deciding what is necessary, what is an action that needs to be taken that's going to allow you to move to the next level. Okay, for some of you this means that you may need to delve into some home truths, some integrity. So it's about having integrity with oneself, integrity of what's happening, and trying your best to get to a state where you feel comfortable with almost the things that are coming up. So that's why I feel like the standstill is there, because the clarity is needed. You need to be honest with yourself about where you're going, the relationship that you're currently in, what's worth carrying on, what is worth leaving behind. And when you get the Ace of Swords, it's very much like the truth coming in, very much innovation. So this is where you're deciding what my career is going to look like, what the future goals are going to look like, what I need to do next in order to thrive in this season, what I'm going to need to do to delve more into this voyage, into myself, into my passions, into my power, and wielding that power in a productive way. Okay, so let's have a look and just clarify this Ace of Swords. See, we've got 5 of Cups here, all right? So now I'm seeing this 5 of Cups. It's very much like, okay, truth about the way that you're feeling. And I did say there was a lot of emotions. So there are things that you have been having to manage, losses, disappointments. And it's just really about, what is the truth here? Am I not looking at the red flags? Am I ignoring these things? What have I been doing in order to heal? What do I need to do to get to the next level? Now that I know that I can't bury my head in the sand anymore, the time for standstill is here for me to get to a stage where I feel confident in unearthing some of these things, wielding this power. There's power in knowledge, and there's power in the truth. Like they say, the truth will set you free. So be honest with yourself at this stage. Feel how you feel, but just know anything that hasn't worked, if you just turn around, that there's 2 cups still standing. There's still a lot to play for. There's still everything to play for here, is what I'm getting. So I'm liking that energy here. So I want to get another vibe. What else does the earth signs need to know for the month of May? And I really feel like you guys are going through an amazing transformation. You know, it's like almost giving yourself permission to be and to have what you didn't previously have, you know, and that could be definitely in the way of this 10 of Cups. And I feel like this 10 of Cups is what you're working towards. I feel like that 5 of Cups energy was the untruths that you were telling yourselves, the lies that you were being told. Things have been unearthed, and now you can decide, okay, there's been some disappointment, some losses, but I still want my 10 of Cups. I still want to go on this journey, on this voyage with this particular person, with this, with you know, with my family. I've not given up on you yet. I haven't given up on my dreams. I haven't given up on my aspirations. I just needed time to rebalance. I need time to decide how we're going to move forward so that I can let go some of this hurt, turn around, see these cups that are at my disposal, see the fact that the 10 of Cups is still here and is available. So the Ten of Cups is still available to you. And I feel as though it could also be connected to your personal power. So I feel as though you're going to have to tap into that side of yourself where you no longer just allow things to just uh, go over your head, and you don't just allow things to go unsaid and go unnoticed and go unchecked. So I think that's a lot of what's happening with this Five of Cups. There are some times where there's been some things that's not been said, and it's been an accumulation of ill feeling, an accumulation of sadness, and feeling less than. So it definitely looks like personal power and setting healthy boundaries is definitely a way in which you can wield your power and get what it is that you actually want, the desires of your heart, which is the Ten of Cups, which is contentment, happiness, family life. You want that life partner, you want that stability, you want to feel as though your significant other is definitely the right person to stick by. So let's clarify this Ten of Cups. Getting into these little mini readings, and let's have a look. Again, see Hermit. And again, I definitely feel as though this Hermit card is definitely around you having to decide what it is your relationship looks like. What is, how much is needed within this time? How much space do I need? How do I implement these boundaries? How do I stick to my guns? How can I stay in integrity with myself, but also allow my partner, my family, my loved ones to get the best out of me? And the only way that you can do that is take moments for yourself, take moments to have silence to allow the downloads to come, allow yourself time to go away, be separate, be in isolation. Sometimes this may mean solo travel. This just means sometimes it means a walk in nature on your own, voyaging into your own emotions without the distraction of what's been going on and what is going to happen. It's about being present in this moment. Right now, I feel like this, and I want to feel like this continually, or I want to work on this next level of my being. So I love this energy for you earth signs, because it's basically just talking about the fact that you guys have unearthed some truth, some that you've known but you've kind of not looked into. You've having to deal with some of the things that have been hurtful that you haven't really wanted to address. For some of you, you just wanted to be the bigger person, you just wanted to kind of let things go, keep the relationship going, but you definitely need this time to decide what your relationship looks like, what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with, and step back into your power. And again, this may not necessarily just be to do with your significant other and your relationships in regards to family. This could be work, this could be your colleagues, this could be your relationship to, you know, your livelihood. You know, it could be some kind of setback or some kind of loss in revenue or something to do with, there's loss here, but there is definitely a lot to gain still. So let's see what else Divine has here for you. How lovely. And then we've got the Chariot. Okay, so this is, it's all to play for. There's still so much more to be had. And when you see the Chariot, it's about action, it's about stability, it's about creating space for your expressions, for your desires, allowing yourself to have what it is that you want, but to work in a nice and methodical way, not from a place of selfishness or by any means necessary. It's about feeding into yourself. It's about the nurturing that is needed. It's about the fast-paced movement that life can have us on. That's why I feel as though The standstill is going to be at the first part of the month. You're going to need a little bit more time to decide what's actually happening. And I think that's really about the thinking, acquiring the knowledge, coming to some type of truth, okay, about how you feel about things, the things that have worked, the things that haven't worked, the things that you're going to carry into this new cycle, and the things that you are going to leave behind. And then in the mid-month, we're looking at the voyage, we're looking about the space that is needed to delve through some of these things, to decide what's still on offer, what do I want. The 10 of Cups is here. We still want to be happy. We still want the relationship to work. We want a fruitful way of life. We want to be content. And with the Hermit here, it's saying, yeah, take that time for introspection, really, really dig into what it is that you want, so that you can, number one, not go by anybody else's standards or go by anybody else's ways and means, but you actually start to trust yourself that you're on this journey for a specific reason. You can wield your power in a way to allow you to move to the state of being that you want. And this is why I feel as though the Chariot is right underneath the Power card, because I feel as though this energy is very much like movement, but it's a movement that is controlled, and it's purposeful. It's not movement for movement's sake, it's purposeful action, stability in mind, family, home, next level standards and stuff like that. So let me just clarify the Chariot here. Two of Swords, yeah. Okay, so definitely some decisions to make about how you're going to take back your power, how you're going to act in this new season, how you want to show up in the world, what you're willing to who and what you're willing to do for your happiness. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to throw away? What are you willing to bring into the new season? What is the next part of your journey that is necessary for you to grow? So I'm loving the fact that there's a decision to make, and that's going to be towards the latter part of the month when it comes to putting things into perspective. But what I like is that we're actually allowing ourselves to uncover the truth, be honest with ourselves with the healing work that is necessary, and starting on that healing with the Hermit being here, allowing ourselves to feel how we feel, have a moment of reflection, decide how our relationships are going to be, how we're going to show up in those relationships, who we're keeping and who we're leaving behind on this voyage called life. And then at the latter part of the month, we're really like, okay, so I've kind of got an idea of exactly what I want to do, how I want to do it, but I need to decide what is my priorities, what am I willing to do, and what are my non-negotiables. What are my non-negotiables when it comes to relationships, and when it comes to business, and when it comes to innovation and communication, and this even could be about some type of force of some kind of course, or some kind of learning, and there may have been a setback, and it might have been like a thing that makes you feel some type of way, because that, it's going to affect my family in such a positive way, and maybe I didn't pass, or I've just put it down and I need to get back on it, and there's some kind of loss of time, and you feel kind of left like, oh, I'm gonna have to start again, get back on the drawing board, get back to movement. And I think that's kind of why the Chariot's here in that moment of clarity with the Hermit card. So nice, short and sharp message. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading, very, very general, so won't resonate with everyone. However, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get some animal spirit messages and words of encouragement for you earth signs. So we have the raven, we have the white raven spirit, trust the magic. So trust what's going on in the background. Trust that divine and your spirit team are working with you. Yeah, trust the magic that is happening, okay? All right, and then we have the rabbit spirit, okay? Again, now is a lucky time. Now is a lucky time to go in and have a look at this introspection. Really give yourself the time to take the leap of faith, to start acting on the things that you want to act upon, you know, but allowing yourself that space to kind of really peep the signs, see the synchronicities. Don't no longer turn in a blind eye. The truth will be revealed. And I think once you know the truth, you can never turn back. Okay, and that's some of the hardest things. Once you know better, you are to do better. Okay, and then we have number 41, the nightingale spirit. Love is all around. Love that. Love is all around. Okay, so love is all around for you earth signs. There is love. There is real decent and honest connection here, and you have nothing to worry about when it comes to the outcome. You are just meant to express yourself, go on this voyage, go on this journey, you know, find out who you are, what this next level is going to take, so that you can really give yourself a little bit of space and time to get what it is that you need out of this experience, with this relationship, with your studies, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances. But again, definitely around this energy of wanting the 10 of cups, wanting the happy family, wanting the contentment. Okay, sometimes that means you're going to need to step back from everyone to balance yourself. It may mean some solo trips. It may mean some things that you do on your own to rebalance so that you can refocus your power. Okay, my lovelies. So that has been your reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And please subscribe and share with someone who would do with hearing this message. All right, much love. Okay, hi, my air signs. I hope you are well. This is your monthly reading for May. So my lovely earth signs, my Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you for the month of May. Let's pick up some oracle first. Message. Some cards just dropped out on the floor. No, these are not to be taken. Oh, yeah, we've got limited space today, so I'm having to do my readings in a slightly different way. What messages do you have for the air signs? All right, security. Okay. All right, security. So I see that you guys are really thinking about safety, security, stability, ensuring that you have your basic needs, that you feel safe, that you feel taken care of, that you have all your ducks in a row. Essentially, it feels as though there is an energy of, am I going in the right direction? Are the people that I'm around the right type of people? Do I feel secure around them? Do I feel safe to speak my truth, to act in integrity? And I think it's really a good time in which to do so before you get into a space where you feel as though you've invested too much, then it feels very difficult to back away from people, places, and things. We also have wisdom. Okay, so there's wisdom here, right? There's wisdom in being observant. There's wisdom in the experience. There's wisdom in, yeah, I keep hearing wisdom and experience. So I feel as though maybe some of this, I think for some of you, there's this energy of feeling like you need the security or need to feel secure, but I feel as though there is wisdom in the experience of the situation that you're finding yourself in for the month of May, which is trying to get yourself to a place where you feel as though you've put in all that you need to put in order to thrive, that you've put in your boundaries in order to keep yourself safe from people who may not have the decency to listen to what's necessary or to understand your boundaries. Okay, but this going to give you a space for you to experience this, and also to be able to see what previously had been done before or not been done before. And there's wisdom in your experience, there's wisdom in your knowledge, and I love that. And then we've also got freedom. Yeah, we definitely want that. We want freedom of speech. We want freedom to be in integrity. We want freedom in our work life, home life. We want freedom in the expression of joy and togetherness. There is so much here that I'm feeling, and I think the security is like, have I got my basic necessities? Because realistically, all I really want to do is let loose and fly. But I don't know if my surroundings are safe enough, if I take off, if I take off, would the house still stand? If I don't do the things that I usually do, are things going to stand without me? Can those around me man the ship in my absence while I live and be free? And I think the wisdom in that is that although there might have been some times where it was difficult for you to let go, and emotionally there was a lot that you had to kind of deal with and balance, and it made you feel like you couldn't really be free, I feel as though you have to get to a stage where you start trusting the process. Also, there are some who you need to be able to test their wisdom at this time, test their mettle at this time as well. Not in any kind of derogatory way, or not in a way that is what's the word for it, deceitful in any way, or, but I think it's about you not feeling like you're the only one who can man this ship, who can keep the ship running, who can keep everything secure. Okay, so let's get into the tarot and see what else is going on here for the month of May. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a very general reading, a little bit of a mini reading here. So I'm not going to go into huge depth, but I will definitely clarify the cards that do come up. Again, look at that. See, we've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Again, the worry. And I feel like it's not that it's not warranted and it's not based on anything, but I feel as though it's fear-based. Eight of Swords talks about a self-imposed prison, a self-imposed bondage. It's almost like feeling trapped and bound, but it's like you're being trapped and bound by your own mind, the things that you're thinking, your negative thoughts. And again, I understand that it's coming from a place where at once upon a time I did let go too much, and I was let down. But again, I feel as though when it comes to this security, I feel as though there is more fear that there is not anybody who can run the ship or do what it is that you do. And I don't think we should actually be expecting anybody to do exactly what you do. I feel as though there is a need to kind of let go of the outcome and kind of trust the process. Let's clarify this Eight of Swords. Where's the Eight of Swords here, please? Yeah, I feel like this worry and this angst is around like the household and around duties and around things to do with yeah, it's almost it's almost to do with, yeah, it feels like it's duty bound. Four of Cups. Okay, so I feel as though this Four of Cups energy is like, I'm not sure what it is that's going to happen next. All I know is that I'm wanting something more. I'm feeling like everything is pretty much samely, waiting for something amazing to happen, but sort of not really pre-ing the stuff that's going well. It's almost like, how can I describe it? It's sort of like, it's always like this. Nothing new under the sun. You know, yeah, what I'm hearing is that there's nothing new under the sun. It's the same old same. The same situations happen, you know, but divine is saying that there's divine support here. There are great things afoot. There are great things happening. And you focusing on all of the things that could go wrong and waiting for the other shoe to fall is only going to cause you much more stress and worry. So in the month of May, at the beginning part of the month, it may be a time to just allow yourself to sift through where this fear is coming from. What is the worst that could happen if you do step back a little bit and allow someone else to take the reins for a bit? Because I feel as though there is an energy where the brain is crowded. There is a bit of lackluster energy going on here, and there needs to be a shake up in the energy. So yeah, I don't feel as though this energy is, it's not going to be long lasting. And I'm not saying it's unfounded, and it's not based on, like I said, your experience, but I feel as though you may not be giving yourself or the others around you the benefit of the doubt or the benefit of your looking at them with some more potential, to be fair. And obviously nobody wants to give up any amount of security to someone who they don't think can manage. So then obviously you become extremely self-sufficient, you know, so I get that. And then we have the Three of Cups, and I feel as though there is a space here for expression, for what's the word for it, celebration, a space where there is something that is needed. Like I said, there's a shake up needed. Yeah, Libra, there's a shake up needed. Definitely there is wisdom in experience, there is wisdom in celebration, collaboration, coming together with your friends and your family, doing things that are contrary to just the duty based stuff, because there is definitely an energy where the samely, nothing ain't different, it's boring, it's the same old same. There is definitely needing to be a shake up in your energy. And I love to see the Three of Cups here, because all it says is celebration time. So it could be birthday season. There could be a lot of births and baby showers and what's the word for it? There's people doing exams, so you can, you know, celebrate people completing exams, or, you know, solidarity and support and encouragement, you know. And I think as well, I feel like this energy is definitely geared towards nerves. Yeah, there was definitely nerves. I think this Eight of Swords is definitely putting up energy of nervousness. And for some of you, you're definitely worried about a third party energy, you know, whether or not someone else is vying for your spot or your attention, maybe feeling like you're playing second fiddle, needing to feel as though within this relationship there needs to be a spark or some kind of inner standing that's needed, or a conversation that's needed, a heart to heart. You know, we're speaking of cups, we're talking about emotions, you know. And if you have an inclination to have a conversation about where you stand or how you feel, then I think your best course of action is to have that conversation, but not from the standpoint that there isn't anything good going on and that it's just all bad, because a lot of what's going on in your mind is self-inflicted and self-imposed. It's not as bad as all that, is what divine is saying. Yes, there is wisdom in the things that you feel. Yes, your intuition is correct with needing a shake up and needing to have communication about where you want to be and what it's going to look like. Okay, let's just clarify this Three of Cups. Okay, we've got the Six of Swords. Again, moving away from what no longer serves. Saying, okay, I need to move away from this feeling, these people, this situation, this samely same. I need to move away from this space. I need to move onto greener pastures. I need to put myself in a new headspace. I need to innovate something brand new. I need to sing a new song. I need to have something new to aspire to. I need to create new affirmations. I need to create a new system of doing things, create a new level of boundaries for myself, the words that I speak to myself and the things that I do. And I definitely need to ensure that when it comes to my relationships, those people, places, and things that drain me or are not nurturing, that I know when it's time to move on, when it's time to give up that particular venture or that particular situation, because there is no security here, and there is no nurture. You know, there's no nurturing here, is what I'm hearing. So I feel as though within the mid-month you will have lots of celebrations and lots of people coming together, but it'll also highlight to you the people, places, and things that you need to now knock on the head, decide that, okay, well, I'm definitely finished with these group of people, this particular situation, this area of study. I need to kind of set my sights higher. I need to do something different, you know, because there is an element of needing to be free, you know, and there is definitely an element of wanting to experience something completely brand new and different and devoid of the samely energy. So let's see what else. Let's see what else is here for the air signs. I'm loving the fact that there's celebrations and you're going to shake up the energy, because I definitely feel as though whatever's going on in the mind is a lot. And we need to differentiate what is real from what isn't. Okay. So we've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, there you go. A brand new start. A brand new start at something. You know, I'm going to start that business. I'm going to write that business plan. I'm about to start this thing, get consistent, start a new branch in my brand. You know, something new. And I feel like it's definitely going to help You feel more awake and alive. You're going to move from that Four of Cups, that nah, everything is just to do with duty and responsibility. And I think you're going to start something that you're going to really enjoy, something that's going to be passionate, something that is going to yield some financial rewards, as well as you feeling better about a situation, feeling better about yourself, better about what your life is looking like or going to look like. You know, there is an energy of freedom here. There is an energy of putting your experience into action with this Page of Pentacles. Maybe you bring something that you've always wanted to do and start putting it into something tangible, like that energy. So it seems as though there's going to be a lot of innovating this month. There's going to be a lot of planning and putting things into action. Yep, definitely, because we've got the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is going to say, right, this is what we're going to need. We're going to need to cut out some of the bad habits. We're going to have to implement some discipline, some routine. We're going to have to communicate with a team. We're going to have to communicate better when it comes to our needs. I know why we want to do what we're doing, who it's going to affect positively, those in the team who are not pulling them weight, the things that you're not doing to that is going to be productive to the progress of what it is that you're starting. But I think it's going to be great that there is something that is budding, there is something that is happening. So this month is definitely about getting out of your own head, getting out of your own way, not limiting your viewpoint of yourself because of duty bound situations, not feeling bored, by actually saying yes to some of the events. Okay, and again, I understand sometimes some of the events can seem a little bit anxiety inducing. So you decide what particular things you're going to stay away from. You know, right, not that particular event, but this one I will go to. You know, so that you shake up the energy. You kind of get to remember how fun you are and how much energy you have as air signs, and the fact that you can, you know, adapt to situations and you can thrive in situations. Okay, and then this Page of Pentacles energy towards the end of the month, where it's like, right, okay, I've had some time to shake off that monotonous energy that was carrying on from that Mercury retrograde. I'm about to shake that energy off and put some stuff into practice, and it's going to be practical, and I'm just going to keep going with that energy. So I like that. So let's get some messages from the animal spirits for some advice and words of encouragement for the air signs. So we have a vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. Okay. So the time that you spent really having a bit of a mare over how you're feeling, the mind doing all of the backing and forthing, there was no time wasted in this what's it called, the post shadow of the Mercury retrograde. Take the time that you need to work through the emotions, work through what is necessary, work through what is real and what isn't. But there's been no time wasted, and there's been only nothing but lessons and opportunities. Yeah, there's opportunities for growth here. Okay, so we also got number 15 here, which is the cow spirit. Okay, the miracles are endless. Okay, so there's going to be more stuff that is going to come to you, the downloads, the dreams, the innovations, the things that you're going to want to put, and what the things that you're going to want to turn into and monetize, the things that you're going to want to do. The miracles are endless if you're able to peep the signs, if you're able to see the synchronicities and see past your limitations, see past your limiting thoughts and feelings. Okay, so let's see, lastly, let's get another one. Okay, what's this? Ah, lovely. The the earth signs got this. And then this one is love is all around. Okay, there is love. Love is all around. Okay, there is enough love for you. There is enough love for all who are here, reside here, and is around you. So please not be worrying about whether or not you are worthy of this love, and whatever the Eight of Swords energy is saying, it's not true. All is well, love is all around, and there is love to be tapped into. You are lovable. So just enjoy your month full of healing, innovation, opportunities for growth, um, parties and celebrations, and also room for freedom when it comes to community, creativity, and expression when it comes to starting something new. All right, so much love, air signs. Hey, my lovely water signs. So, welcome to your May monthly reading. It's a nice mini reading. Got a bit of limited space, so a new setup here at the moment. A temporary setup, anyway. So my water signs, my Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios. See what is going on for you for the month of May. Start with some oracle cards. Do you have for water? So we have openness. Okay. So it seems like this month you're going to have to be open to some new ways of doing things, some new ways of being. I think this month is going to see you testing yourself, being able to explore situations, people, places, and things that are somewhat out of your comfort zone. And I feel as though it's going to be one of those months where it's like treading the unknown, but being open to see what that brings. It's sort of saying, okay, I'm not sure what this has got, what this is about. I'm not sure what the outcome's going to be. However, I'm just going to be open to the process. I'm going to trust the process, that there is something here for me. There is a reason that I feel the way I feel. The pulling is as it is. So I'm going to allow myself to see what that is. And I'm quite excited for you, water signs, because it's just showing that there is a fluidity in what's going on with you. You know, and you are tapping into your emotions, you're tapping into the dreams that you're having, tapping into your more spiritual aspects as well. So I'm loving to see this. And then we've got happiness again. So there is definitely happiness coming as a result of you being open to the process. I think sometimes we can really limit our experiences due to fear, worry, and doubt. So, for the fact that there is a space here for you to just feel and be and just experience, I think this is a wonderful, wonderful energy here. And I'm happy to see that happiness is here for you because, again, we've got this energy of this night and day situation. You know, the night bringing things that are hidden, unknown, sometimes scary, you know. And then you've got the happiness, which happens when you've gone through certain things and things are illuminated, and now you know what's at the other side of the unknown because you went there, you did the thing, you were open enough to see what it was all about. You treaded that line, you went through the fire, you know, worked through the nervousness and still carried on. So there is definitely reward in being open 100%. Okay. And then we've got transformation. Wow. So there is a huge transformation happening with you, wonderful water signs. There is an energy of recognizing the change that is actually happening, seeing that there is a need to be open to the unknown, step into a brand new way of doing things that is going to yield you happiness, and you will never be the same again. These experiences, you being open to these unknown, being thrusted into things that could feel scary or could feel yeah, for some of you, it's a bit anxious and a bit nervous about, tapping into certain frequencies and tapping into certain ideas and doing things that are not necessarily what you would usually do. But there is a transformation afoot here, and it's because of this openness and your willingness to be open to this happiness here. Very, very lovely, lovely energy. So let's put this up here. Okay, so I'm loving this energy. Right, so let's look at this openness. I'm loving this energy. So what more do the water signs need to know? I'm going to look into the tarot and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a very general reading, so will not resonate with everyone. This is just a nice little mini reading. Like I said, my space is quite limited at the moment, so hence why the setup is as it is. But I'm open to the process, as are you in the month of May. I'm loving the fact that you are open to this new experience. Okay, we've got the Six of Cups. I feel as though what's happening here is that there is a nostalgia about the unknown, the things that you didn't know that you know now. It's like saying, well, when I was a child, I was so much more free. When I was an adolescence, I was so much more open to expressing myself. I was so much more open to seeing what's happened, what's going to happen. And now in my adult life, I need to get back to that space. I need to get back to that childlike space where there's no fear of consequence. It's only, the excitement of expression, and it's the excitement of learning, and the thirst for knowledge and the thirst for experience, and the wisdom that you get from that, and the confidence that is builded from just throwing caution to the wind, and also, taking a leap of faith. So I feel like this Six of Cups is definitely indicative of coming back to that space where there was a fearlessness about you. There's a nostalgia in how you expressed yourself and how creative you were with your time and with the relationships that you found yourself in, and how you navigated through those relationships and those particular situations. So I think it's definitely about tapping into that childlike energy. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. But yeah, I'm definitely getting this energy around going back to that childlike energy, where the adult logical mind wasn't the main source of decision making, where it was rather, I'm here for the experience, I'm here to see what it's all about. Here you go, look to the Fool again, taking that leap of faith, just really saying to yourself, hey, I'm going to see what it's all about. Yes, I'm nervous. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to be open to the process. I'm going to see what it's all about. I'm going to take that leap of faith. I'm really going to see, because once upon a time, I used to be this childlike energy. I used to be so playful. I never used to take myself so seriously. And there's nothing wrong with being responsible and serious. However, there is definitely a space that when it comes to being open to a situation, being open to the great unknown, being sometimes too serious or too rigid, can render the experience limited. And there is no need to limit your experience, because there's so much more you can get out of it, water signs, and I'm loving that. So yeah, man, have a little look and see really what's, you know, underneath the water, behind that curtain, you know, unearth those things. Let's see what else is here for the water signs. What else would you have water signs to know? I think maybe next month I'll do a bit more of an in-depth reading. Time is of the essence. Oh my gosh, look, we've got the Fool again. Oh my gosh, in a different deck, but we've got the Fool. Yeah, man, it's definitely about for look at that, jumping into the great unknown, you know, just allowing yourself to fall into that water, that great it's like the mystery of life, isn't it? It's like I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to trust that my spirit team has my back. You know, they just want my happiness. They want me to grow and to thrive and to transform into somebody who can experience things at a exponential rate. I can be creative. I can be open to the process. I can be all these things, you know, that I feel in myself or that I felt before. But now I'm somewhat nervous or I've been jaded by adult life, which can sometimes happen to us. You know, we've gone through many different things in our lives and we have a lot to contend with. However, I love to see that the Fool is here because it's just another indication that it's time. It's time for you to explore. It's time for you to get creative. It's time for you to tap into that spiritual activation and journey, that love, that relationship, that business, that project. My goodness, it's wonderful. Please clarify the Fool, please. Why is the Fool here? My word, what an amazing, amazing energies, water sign. Oh, we've got, okay, yes, that's the keep. A moment, I've got cards dropping on the floor here. And this one is definitely for you. So, yes, throw caution to the wind and enjoy, but make sure you have time for rest. Because I feel as though, especially for those who are having a spiritual awakening or stepping into the great unknown when it comes to relationships or anything that's going to be energy zapping or is going to require a lot of mental fortitude, spiritual strength and agility, physical strength and agility. There's going to have to be a need for rest and rejuvenation. You're going to need to recharge your batteries. You're going to need to spend some time just saying, okay, that was a wild ride. You know, I've been open to the process. But mid-month, you're going to need to kind of take a little break and be like, okay, that was a wild ride. I fully enjoyed it. I'm about to jump back on this next roller coaster and ride it till the wheels fall off. But it's definitely about making sure you spend some time. And I think within this time of rest and rejuvenation, you get to fully have a moment of introspection. You get to a moment to fully allow everything that has happened to come into being. It's sort of like, you know, when you take a moment to stop and observe what you've been doing, there's a moment to say, wow, this is what's happened. I'm so excited for what I've learned, for what I'm continuing to learn, you know, the people that I'm meeting, the communication that I'm having, the things that I've innovated, the things that I've started, the things that I'm, you know, the things that are happening. Because again, that transformation is carrying on, that is actually happening. You know, this latter part of the month, this is where you really see what you've done, but you need that time for clarity. You need that rest in order to fully see what this transformation is about, you know? And it's not a thing where you're just running ragged and you haven't had a chance to Stop and smell the flowers. That's what it is. Thank you, Divine. Thanks, Spirit Team. Because I was thinking there is something on the tip of my tongue, but I can't work out what it is. But yeah, it's like time to smell the flowers and be like, damn, is this really what it is? Is this really what's actually happening? All right, so let's see. Anything else you'd like the water signs to know? Love that energy. Very, very positive. Yeah, and again, I know that from that openness, I know that there is a lot of stuff that you guys are managing through, you know, and experiencing, but there is transformation afoot, you know. Three of Cups. Okay, so definitely there's going to be lots to celebrate. There's going to be lots to I keep hearing there's going to be lots to explain, to tell the world, to experience. I think this Three of Cups energy is going to be very much around the new way you allow yourself to be celebrated. That's what it is. I feel as though for some of you, you find it quite hard to be celebrated, you know, and I feel within this new season where you're going to start feeling happy and where you're going to start transforming, you're going to actually be able to be celebrated. Yes, this is about celebration. So yes, you will be around your friends and your family and your loved ones, and you will be celebrating others, but I feel as though you will be more comfortable with accepting people celebrating you for all of the hard work, being open to the new ways of doing things, because sometimes it can be very, very nerve-wracking to change the way you do things, to allow people and places and things to take a new shape, you know. But there is happiness afoot because you get allowing yourself to dress back somewhat. You're going to be able to have a little rest and rejuvenation, which is going to make you feel comfortable. You're going to feel good and relaxed, and you're going to feel like you're on a great momentum. And then you're going to be able to say, hey, I've done so much. That's that rest, that introspection. I've done so much. I've learned so much. The downloads are just coming to me thick and fast. Things are making so much more sense now, you know, and you're going to be able to feel comfortable being celebrated for your wins, for your openness to change and being honest with yourself and allowing yourself to express and to explore the new versions of yourself and the other sides of yourself that has yet to be uncovered, water signs. So it's absolutely beautiful to see this energy here. So let's see, tell me about the Three of Cups. Let's clarify that. Three of Cups. Hey, Ten of Pentacles. Yes, there's going to be much to celebrate with that Ten of Pentacles energy. I am fully, fully here for it. It's definitely an energy where it's like we've made it through another cycle. We've made it through another phase. You know, I think this is where you're going to start seeing some of the fruits of your labor coming into fruition with this transformation. I think it's going to be a change in the way things have been done, change in the way you've been receiving your money. This could look like funding for your projects. This could look like more clients, more traffic to your website, more, do you know what I mean? It's definitely yielding some more stability, and I think it's more notoriety, and again being comfortable with being celebrated for your skills, you know, who you are, you know, and the fact that you've come a long way in such a short space of time as well. I think this month is really going to show you a lot about who you are, and a lot about what more is still needing to be uncovered. So let's get into these messages, these advice from the animal spirits. for you water signs. Let's have a look. So we have, okay, so we have the Sandpiper spirit. I love that one. Okay, let me push that up. Be playful. Okay, again, we had that Six of Cups energy where it was definitely about going back to that childlike energy, not being so serious, allowing yourself to be open to the great unknown, be open to the transitions in life, be open to, yes, be playful. Be playful. Allow yourself to have some fun and really see what else is going on out there. We have number 14, the chameleon spirit. Act as if, even if you're not fully there yet, you are not able to be fully playful and you're still very nervous, act as if you are confident, act as if you know you deserve all the happiness that is coming up, even if you're not quite there yet. Okay, act as if. And then we've got number 5, the bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. So again, just to clarify the transformation, a rebirth is assured. So there is going to be a change in the way you show up, the way that you feel, the way people even interact with you will change as a result of this rebirth, of this transformation. And then we've got number 61, turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Okay. So give of your energy, your time, your effort, okay? Give with gratitude and grace, lovely water signs, because there seems to be a lot of energy here, a lot of love, a lot of transformation, a lot of changes afoot in this wonderful month of May for you. Okay, my darlings. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and you take care of yourselves. Blessings. Hey, my wonderful fire signs. So welcome to your monthly reading for the month of May. My lovely fire signs, my Aries, my Sagittarius, and my Leos. Let's see what energy comes up for you for the month of May. We're going to first go into the Oracle and see what kind of messages come up. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is very, very general. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Okay. All right, what messages do you have for the fire signs? Stillness. Give thanks. So stillness, I feel as though there is definitely an energy where you're like, right, peace be still at the moment. Peace be still. Let me take a moment to adjust. Let me take a moment to catch my breath. Let me take a moment for me, because things have been a lot. I feel as though for some of you, it's just been constant. You've been on the go when it comes to work and children and family and obligations. And I feel as though this stillness is definitely the energy that you are embodying for the first part of the month. You definitely just want to say, breathe out, be thankful that the Mercury retrograde is finished, but with the knowledge and an understanding that there is a post shadow, and that you may not want to rush too far into starting anything brand new or rush into completing anything, because you just need to catch up with yourself, catch up with the energy, catch up with where you're at, and just decide to take your time on the things that need to get taken care of. Okay, so I'm loving to see that stillness energy there. You know, and stillness doesn't mean that there is no action taken. It just means there's a moment for a bit of clarity, a moment for introspection, and a moment of peace of mind, you know. So we also have here solitude. Yeah, you see, again, you're going to need some time. This is where you're going to have to call time now. I think you're going to have to get talking to your loved ones about the fact that you need a little bit of time off. You need some help. You want some time for solitude. This might be the time for a solo trip. It may well be a need to maybe have a night or two away at a hotel, spa, do something that's just for you so that you can have that moment of introspection, so that you can just definitely go into yourself, you know, that you can have this hermit mode, you can clarify how you feel, come back into balance of who you are, reconnect with yourself, allow yourself to breathe, you know, connect more deeply to the awareness of your assignment, the things that you need to do for yourself, you know. And I think sometimes you can't do that when you have, you know, so many duties that you are doing and so many things that you have on your plate, that sometimes it feels like, when have I really got time for myself to do these more deep dive healing, and, you know, the ability to just feel how I feel, you know, and to do the things that are necessary for me. So I completely hear you on that. But I'm glad that this stillness is here, because it's gonna, you know, even if it comes to an energy where you may not be able to do no solo trips or anything like that, but the stillness will allow you the silence and a little bit of space to be on your own, to express yourself and feel what it is that you need to feel, experience what you need to experience, you know, have that meditation time that you need, just to bring things into balance, really, is what I'm hearing. And then we've got trust, and then you just got to trust the process, you know, trust that if you are feeling or you're being led to take a break, that you do that. Trust that even if you are not able to take this physical break, that you take mental breaks, that you take breaks for your mental health, for your stability, for your spiritual growth, your spiritual health, your physical health, you know, emotional health, that you allow yourself to feel, do, and be what it is that you are being nudged to do. So this is definitely about trusting your intuition, trusting the divine nudges, trusting in the feelings that you're feeling, trusting in the signs that you're seeing, the synchronicities, the things people are saying, you know, the frequency of the numbers that you're seeing, you know, the dreams that you're having, you know, really being like, okay, this seems to be about such and such, this seems to be about me, you know, needing to speak up for myself about the fact that I need a break. This is definitely highlighting to me that I need time for introspection. This is definitely highlighting to me that I need some solitude. I need some quiet time. I need some sand, sun, you know, some sea, some sand, and some sun. You know what I mean? So I'm loving this energy. So trust in the process. Okay. Let's have a look, see. Okay. So again, we can see what's got here. Oopsie. Okay. So let's look into the tarot and get some more insight. Okay. So what else would you like the fire signs to know, please? And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? And please like and share this video. Liking up the video definitely helps with the algorithm. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. I'm liking that. So with the Knight of Pentacles, we already know that it's the slowest knight in the deck. We know that when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who likes to dot the I's and cross their T's. They don't like to rush. And I love the fact that it's under the stillness. Okay. because there's this energy here that we need to have a space for being. We need to dot the I's and cross the T's. We need to put things into perspective. So for those who are working on business stuff and working on websites and working on business plans and working on career-based stuff and really trying to build stability, there is a need for this stillness. There is a need for this space for you to express yourself in a way that it doesn't have to be a rush. There's no rush to this. I think the stillness is necessary. The stillness is so, so necessary. Now, I put them out like this, but I do feel like this is just for the first energy. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So again, he's not even on his horse. So slow down the need for the outcome, slow down the need to arrive at any specific destination. Take your time and enjoy the view. He hasn't even got his shoes on. This man is walking in the grass, grounding himself with the pentacles behind him, knowing that all is well, because I'm slowly dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and I'm not rushing this thing. Yeah. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Oopsie. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. I'm really working with such a small area at the moment. I'm moving things around in the house. So the setup is really quite tight at the moment, but you know, we trust the process, you know. So with the Ace of Pentacles, that we know that this is unbound possibility. There is so much here, abundance. There is recognition for our for the seeds that we've been sowing, the things that we have planted. This is about innovation. This is about your work. I feel as though for some of you, this is definitely career-based. These are the things that you want to bring out into the world. These are the things you want to monetize. These are the things that you want to do, your projects, your business. And for some of you, this is definitely about a course of study. This is about something that you're really at the throes of actually doing. There is a nervousness of when there is the need to actually launch this thing, but again, it's not a rush. You know, with the fact that we had the first card out, which is the Knight of Pentacles, knowing that it's already on its way, all you have to really do now is nurture your pentacles. You started the growth, you've started to cultivate, you know, you've planted the seeds, you've set your intentions, you've decided what it is that you want to do. And I think throughout the Mercury retrograde, you was needing to take some time to work on your physical body. For some of you, I feel like definitely you was working on your physical body. You were working on trying to just take a moment, take a beat before you went too far into the intricacies of these ventures that you have going on. So I think it's just about now just nurturing those things, cultivating an energy of love, cultivating an energy of abundance and practicalities, doing things that you know that's going to support you being able to make these movements. But again, I think the stillness is the fact that you need to spend the time deciding how you want to move something forward. Again, look at that. We have the Three of Wands. So again, you've sown the seeds. Yeah. They're taking you're taking your time and building your legacy. You're taking your time to build your generational wealth. You've planted the seeds. You've already begun to nurture it with the words you're speaking, with the intentions of what it is that you're looking for. And the stillness energy is just like, take your time, because you looking forward and you saying, soon enough, my ships are going to come in. Soon enough, I'm going to reap the benefits. I'm going to be able to see the fruits of my labor because of what I've put in and all the actions that I've taken with this Three of Wands. I'm going to be able to fully enjoy it. But you won't be able to fully enjoy it if you don't take a moment for stillness, because you'll just be in constant flow and constant nervousness about whether or not you've put enough energy and effort into this thing, which you have done already. Just keep cultivating, keep taking your time to water your plants, water the seeds, take your time, and keep the vibration high. And that's what's going to help, okay, within this energy of stillness. So let's see what else. What else do you want the fire signs to know? Knight of Wands. Lovely. So again, when you're in your moment of solitude, you know, when you've really had that time for introspection, when you've gone over your plan and gone over your plan again, and you've dotted your I's and you've crossed your T's, and you've started again and revamped something, and you've added to it, and you've had a new perspective on it. This wonderful Knight of Wands energy, this passion, this creativity is going to surge through you. Because of this time for solitude and stillness, you've been able to actually really hear the downloads. You've been able to get a little bit more playful. You've been able to be more open to expressing yourself in a new way, seeing another way that you can deliver your service that is going to be groundbreaking, or at least is going to allure people with this energy of passion and excitement and creativity and joy and inclusivity. I'm definitely hearing inclusivity. So I love this energy of including people, making sure that there is an energy of togetherness and oneness is what I'm getting from you guys. So I feel like this creative energy that is actually being surging around you is definitely only going to come, not say only, but it's coming through. But you'll get the best results when you have allowed yourself to be still, quiet the mind, have some silent time and some time to yourself. Okay, because the Knight of Wands is definitely an energy of let's get it on and popping. So once these downloads come through and you know exactly what it is that you want to do, you'll be able to make decisions. We've got the Two of Wands here. You know, you'll be able to make a decision on what path to take first, what is going to be your first priority when it comes to your launch, when it comes to you putting things together, when it comes to, you know, your household, what area in the house you'd want to work on first, what project you want to work on first, which, you know, what content you want to be able to put out first. You know, this is all about decisions and acting upon those decisions. So I think the Knight of Wands energy is going to give you the passion and the excitement to take action on these things, to say, okay, I'm most excited about the launch, so I'm going to put my energy into the launch, and I'm going to put on, you know, certain events, and there's going to be certain things that are going to be, you know, interactive for people to do, and there's going to be information, and there's going to be this, and there's going to be that. And I'm, you know, it's very creative. I'm getting a very creative energy from whatever it is that you are dreaming about cultivating, and whatever it is that you are actually building at this time. Actually wonderful, wonderful energy. So I can see some real beautiful movements throughout mid-May. I feel as though the first part of the energy is for you to just continue to dot the I's, cross the T's, look after the seeds that you've already planted, keep looking after those seeds, keep looking forward, not being nervous about the speed in which things are happening, and not looking for the outcome straight away. The first part of the month is going to be allowing you to really start looking forward to things the mid part of the month is going to allow you some space to make some decisions while you're in your quiet time. There's going to be an excitement about bringing this thing into fruition. And there's going to be some decisions that need to be made about what's the priority launch, whether it's going to be making people understand who you are. So maybe it's about creating content to create awareness or whatever it is. I'm getting this, definitely getting this energy of innovation and creation going on here. And I think towards the end of the month, when we're talking about trusting the process, it's about not looking at the outcome alone, or what's the word for it? It's almost like for some of you, it's definitely just about this execution. And it's like, oh, it's definitely got to be in this particular way and it's got to be in that particular way. I think you've just got to trust the process, trust that your spirit team has your back. And you need to be able to temper your emotions at this time, not get too ahead of yourself with emotions and anxiety and worry and all of that stuff, and getting yourself high rate if things don't necessarily go to plan or go in the way that you kind of envisioned it. Because I know for some of you, you know, you're very meticulous about how you like things to be. And when it's not like that, it could be a real thing. So you could either go into hypo mode when it comes to being angry. And for some of you, you're not meant to rush into anything, you know, with so much anticipation that you don't allow yourself the flexibility to just experience, you know, temper your emotions, remain balanced and still, and with the energy of trusting in the process, you know, because you are showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So there will be a confidence, there will be a reward for your trust, for the fact that you've taken your time, for the fact that you've really allowed yourself to express in a way that is loving and kind and open to the process. You know, you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. Look at how she's sitting, content, having enough to share, trusted the process, continue to trust that all is well, because I'm going to put my best foot forward. Whatever comes out of this situation, there is opportunities for me to grow, to develop, to get better and better and better and better. There is so much here that is here for you, water signs, and I'm loving the energy. Absolutely loving that energy. So let's just clarify this Queen of Pentacles energy and the Temperance. Right, so we have the Six of Cups. So again, I feel like this is definitely to do with allowing yourself to temper your emotions, feel the emotions and the excitement of these brand new ways of doing things, experiencing things in a brand new way. And I feel like there is a nostalgia happening here. There is a playfulness, there's a childlike playfulness that needs to be brought out into the open when it comes to the process, you know, trusting that all is well, being happy to be a part of something amazing, being happy that you are building something that is going to be inclusive, that is going to be innovative, that is going to support the community in such a wonderful way. I feel as though that's the kind of energy when we're looking at that Six of Cups energy. I think it's definitely about the childlike excitement that you once had, really bringing that to the forefront, bringing that into the mix, because that's what you're going to need to trust. You need to trust the excitement, trust in what it is that you are bringing to the table, and you will have the justice, you will have what is necessary. You will be balanced. It will be just. You will have everything that you need, but you just need to temper your emotions, trust the process, allow yourself to be fair when it comes to your reasoning and your execution of situations. Okay, don't allow your emotions to take you out of integrity. Okay, because there is justice here, so that means there's going to be fairness and balance in the judgments of the situation that you find yourself in. Okay, and just trust that the situation is and has unfolded the way that it's supposed to. Okay, so very lastly, let's get some animal spirit messages. Okay, so we have number 27, the fox spirit. Think on your feet. Again, I feel like this is one of those energies where it's like, hey, you know, if it ever comes up that you need to change direction or you need to do something different to what was, you know, planned, okay, then that's when you think on your feet. That is where the childlike agility and excitement and passion for play and exploration is going to really play a huge part in the way in which you experience things. And then we have number 55, snake spirit, time to heal. And again, the time to heal is definitely in this time of stillness and solitude. You've had so much on your shoulders, fire signs. You've had to uplift your family. You've had to try to keep yourself up. You've tried to keep your business, career, finances has been on your mind. Stability's been on your mind. Just, there's been a lot. And you've got to take some time out for yourself. Your heart needs some TLC at this moment. You also need to look at your own child, like your child wounds. You know, really allow yourself to go through these situations in order to heal, in order to get the most out of everything that you are going through right now. And then we've got number 17, the crow spirit, co-create with spirit. Okay, so work with divine, work with spirit. Okay, make that contract. I will take care of the quantity. I will keep being consistent. I will show up. I will do my affirmations. I will pray. I will meditate. I will keep speaking of my intentions. I will keep writing things down. I will do that's what's necessary, and co-create with spirit and just ask spirit to deal with the quality and to bring in the abundance and to bring in the right type of people for collaboration and the right type of people to invest in you and all of the other stuff, so that you guys, so that you feel as though you're not on your own, because that's sometimes what can happen. You can feel like you're on your own and it can feel very, very stressed. And you can feel very, very stressful. So again, take the time for the stillness. So I feel like the first kind of the month is about stillness. The mid-month is taking some time for some solo trips or some solo days out, or an hour on your own a day or month. Do you know what I mean? Just an hour a day, 20 minutes a day, whatever it is, you're going to need some time just for yourself, just to hear your own thoughts and to hear your own downloads, and then trusting in the unfolding towards the end of the month, which I see some wonderful things on the horizon. So my lovelies, that has been your reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and have a wonderful May. Take care.